What about you, Jolly? Have you been
Me,
playing anything interesting lately?
Skyrim. I have
Yeah,
Khajiit as a follower.
Khajiit as a follower?
Yeah, I
Who's...
like his name is like Harjo or something like that.
Uh,
But I stumbled upon him by accident whenever I was exploring around in the Riften area.
mm-hmm.
But aside Skyrim, I've been playing One Shot, which was like a gift from a friend to me.
Oh, I know. It looks beautiful.
Mm.
It does. I wish it actually worked, decently on my computer.
Oh
Mm.
no.
Oh.
I'm so
And
sad.
does it has like oh God, what's the word? Uh, if a game has a very high uh
I'm excited.
lots of stuff it needs, good
Like,
graphic card and CPU and stuff like that.
yeah, well, for my computer, it does. My computer is really weird. A lot of
Uh-huh.
simple games, like even playing RPG Maker games on my laptop, for some reason, take a lot of CPUs. So sometimes in my recording, there will be a sudden glitch for no reason, or it'll skip, or my recording might come out to be very like sticky in
Oh,
frames. Yeah, it's weird. And like it runs perfectly well on my computer. It in the recording it looks bleh.
choppy?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I'm like, it makes me sad. Like that's why I haven't tried like getting back into any games on my channel. That's why I really
Mm-hmm.
haven't been posting a whole lot on my channel, is because I want to wait until I can get Moose's computer back up to running,
Mm-hmm.
because his computer is an actual like gaming laptop.
Mm.
So you can actually he can play things like
Like
what is it?
Skyrim.
Yeah, like he can play things like Skyrim, modded Fallout 4.
About the glitches, when I was playing Witcher 3, there was a quest when I was supposed to test a an armor made by some lady, and it was a cutscene that the Geralt was standing in this armor, and there was another guy in another armor, and then there was a guy, and he was supposed to shoot us from a crossbow. But the thing is, with the cutscenes in the Witcher games, uh, everybody else is just doing their thing. So like the peasants are walking right and left, your horse also. And the thing is, my horse came into the line of fire. Fortunately, nothing happened to the horse when she got hit with an arrow. But the game glitched because the arrow was supposed to hit me and not the horse. So it so the cutscene was supposed to end, but I wasn't given a control over my character. Everybody was just standing there looking at my horse, who was freaking out because it was shot with an arrow. I I had to reload a save because I couldn't do anything.
Oh, that's
Oh
sad.
no, I'm not allowed to have a horse companion anymore. I killed like 3 or 4.
I can get
That's
that.
why you should finish the Dark Brotherhood quest, because you are getting the immortal horse.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
I spent like 3,000. Mind you, I have like stupid amounts of money in Skyrim right now. I think I have over 100K in Skyrim.
Oh
But
man.
I bought like 3 horses, and one died jumping down from like a very small cliff. Another one was killed by a giant, and the last one I think was burnt to a crisp by a dragon.
Oh
I'm
no!
I'm not allowed to have a horse companion
I
anymore.
can. It's like Skyrim animal control.
Yeah.
You should finish the Dark Brotherhood quest and get the black horse with the glowing eyes.
I should.
It's immortal, and it can attack dragons. It's very useful because it draws attention of people around you, and you can just shoot them from afar. But you said you are one-handed weapon warrior, right?
Yeah, one-handed heavy armor.
Oh, so no shooty stuff.
No. I mean, like I have like my bow skills are up quite a bit, but I haven't been using my bow unless it comes to like those I can't pronounce the name of those giant creepy crawly reaper things.
What?
You know what I'm
Creepy
talking about?
Reaper things. Jesus
They
Christ.
look like giant centipedes.
What?
Let me find it. Let me find it. I'm not crazy.
Yes?
What? Have we been playing the same game?
I don't think so.
There are mud crabs, but they are not centipedes. I remember
swear.
I once downloaded a beautiful mod that gave mud crabs a top hat, a mustache, and a monocle.
I talked Moose into not killing anymore because he was like, "Oh, this stupid little mud crab." I'm like, "No, he's my friend. He's so adorable."
my
Especially after he saw that mod, I'm like, "Please."
Yeah, but
Spare
it's
them.
amazing because there's I think there's one quest when you are fighting a giant mud crab. Like it's huge, and it still had that mustache, monocle, and a top hat. It was
Oh.
beautiful.
This thingy, this creature that I didn't know that would
Oh,
get
this
so big.
thing! Oh my god,
Yeah.
I totally forgot about it. It existed. All
Yeah.
right,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
The name, I'm gonna spell it out. I think it's a Karis or Karis or
Oh
whatever.
yes.
Hmm.
I don't know why I brought them up. I completely forgot why I brought them up.
That you were using a bow to kill this stuff.
Oh yeah, so I went on a quest. It was a side quest. I ran across a lighthouse and I was like, "Oh man, there's a horse that's dead outside of this lighthouse. That's really weird." So I walked into the house. There were dead people everywhere, and I'm like, "All right, something bad's going on." And I went through the entire thing trying to like figure out that this was actually a giant infestation. And I got to a point where I was like, I came across a Reaper, Karis or whatever, and they are 10 times bigger than the original, which is insane. And I was like, oh god, I don't want to fight that thing head on. So I was like ducking behind some columns or whatever and was shooting at it with a bow. But still,
Mhm.
I hate those. I hate them. They're so creepy and crawly. They remind me
Yeah.
of centipedes and spiders.
Maybe I'll just brag about what I was playing for the last, I don't know, few weeks or something.
Yes.
I just finished two series on my channel. One was Unravel, and it's a beautiful platformer game with the thing is called Yarny. It's a let's say person made of yarn. It's so pretty that I had to make one for myself. So I have a Yarny doll.
Aw, Yarny is cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love it. The other thing was an adventure game called Uncertain. It's I think a bit of science fiction. The robots took over the world, and there are no people whatsoever. Only they are, but they are hiding. And there's a robot underground that's trying to protect the humans, but there was something that other robots do not like humans, and they want to get them killed. So anyway, you are a robot between those two fractions, and you want to understand what the hell is happening. That's the gist of it. The game is pretty cool, although I think it's not very polished. The controls are very, very hard to manage sometimes, but it looks really cool. The other thing is, I think it's not going to be continued because so far only one episode came out, and I think that the studio just made it to show off their skills, and they were hoping to get some kind of studio to fund their game, but I'm not sure if that happened. But anyway, for myself, I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda, and it's not as bad as everyone is saying.
No, I heard that.
Yeah, but I think that people had very high expectations, which is understandable because it's a fourth game in a series. But there were some problems during the development, and honestly, I think it's very enjoyable. Although the characters that are in this game are not as well written as in, I don't know, Dragon Age Inquisition or Mass Effect 2. But still, I think it's a pretty solid game. It has pretty cool combat mechanics.
I never played any of the Mass Effect games, but I remember like when the last one came out, and there was like, "What the hell is this?" And then I talked to somebody about it, and they were like, "It's not really that bad."
You mean the Andromeda?
Yes.
Yeah, there was some issues with the animations.
Yeah.
Which I think, when I was playing, I had a few situations where the animation was quite off, I would say. But it's not as dramatic as people say it is. Like, the game is broken, like the whole series is gonna just be destroyed because of this one game.
Like,
no.
bitch, hold your horses. No.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Just chill. Just chill.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know, it's fun for me.
Yeah.
Although it's long. I don't know how many hours I've already spent in it.
Yeah.
It's long.
Sometimes with like good games, they sometimes drag on for too long. It's like some games you're like, no, it ended, but in other games, like even though the game was good, you're like, okay, but it can stop now. Kind of.
Yeah. To be honest, I know one game that's perfectly timed. Like, it has a great pacing. It's not too short. It's not too long. It's just, in my opinion, perfect. But in my opinion, it's perfect game, period. Like, there is no better game than this.
And that is?
It's Journey. It's on PS3 and PS4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Never played it, but yeah.
It's beautiful. It has amazing music. It's a beautiful concept. And because it doesn't have any, let's say, narration, it doesn't tell you any story. It just shows you some stuff. You can, understand it differently depending on who you are. Like, and it can be a very different experience if you play alone or if you play with another person, because there's a very funny multiplayer aspect in the journey, because if you are playing, then a random stranger can be added to your game. And there's no chat, there is no mic. You cannot, let's say, talk to this person. You can only talk using, I don't know, crouching and jumping.
Oh, that sounds finicky, but okay.
Create a concept of Morse code using crouching and jumping.
Yeah. But you would have to explain to this person that you are using a Morse code.
And if the person doesn't know how to use a Morse code, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, only if they're a noob.
Oh, okay.
Like, set up a wiki page and everything. 2 crouches mean yes, 1 crouch means no, a long crouch probably means I'm dead.
Yeah, but...
Or like taking a dump, but...
AFK, gotta poop.